In this video I'm going to show you how I made a point changing device simply using a metal coat hanger and a panel pin together with some plastic. In this case these are seed marking ties but are very flexible, and for this you will need some thin garden wire or any wire which you can strip the insulation off, solder, pliers and a hacksaw. And the first thing to do is to cut the coat hanger to make the length that you require to pull it through underneath the baseboard. So with one end of the coat hanger cut, we now need to do exactly the same at the other end. We're then left with simple straight wire. In this case the coat hanger has a white coating on, and in order that we can solder this and solder the pin to this, we need to just strip off some of the insulation material. I tend to use just an ordinary knife on this, which also cleans up the steel and is ideal for soldering. Then the intention is that we're going to solder a couple of inches in our pin to the coat hanger. Now, to make sure that it stays in place, this is where the garden wire comes in, and we strip some of this back like so. And then cut this accordingly. With the intention that we can use the nail head end to wrap the wire tightly round to overlap to assist with the soldering process. This way we can make sure it stays upright, which is the intention, so that when it is through the board it will be sufficiently strong enough and sturdy to pull the point motor from the one side to the other. So whilst I'm waiting for the soldering iron to heat up, I've put the rod in my soldering stand, and I'm going to just put a little bit of flux over it, which will enable the solder to run freely. I think the soldering iron is now heated up sufficient, so I'm just going to apply some heat and some solder. It doesn't have to be a very neat job, just get plenty of solder on there so that the nail, or pin rather I should say, is set firm. And we can just take this out, and there we have a very, very firm pin. So the next thing to do is to make the hole, which I've done here already, for the point, which you can see is here. You can also see that I've taken the plastic strips, cut them in two and screwed down one or both sides, leaving sufficient gap. In fact, it's probably best to put your wire in first and then screw on top, as you'll see in the picture here, where I've already done this to good effect. And you can also see the hole drilled through the side of the baseboard to take the pin through, so that we can then either put a cork on the end or bend it round so we can move it. So if I come out slowly, you can see then how it moves. So there's plenty of flexibility and it's stiff enough to hold the point in place. All very simple and at very little cost. Now turning the board over, you can see the two rods protruding for the points. All I need to do is now cut them down to size and add. And this is the finished result. Cork on top of the rod, and then the point moves thus. Also on hidden points that I will be operating from behind, I've used the plastic to good effect to again make the points move, simply by using the plastic to act as a stay, with a small hole drilled. This is an easy and cheap method of providing point control, and I hope you've enjoyed the video.